Paul Maher's Children's Television Archive.
I'd also like to say thanks to this man, Walter Lantz, who's been drawing me, and a very nice paycheck, too, for over 38 years. I'm one bird in his hand that's worth a lot more than two in the bush. Knock wood. Congratulations, boss. And to Gracie, too, who's been putting words in my mouth all these years. You're both tap, tap, taps in my book. Bye now.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of cartoon cells, you know, of the monkeys from 1936, 1937 because of its age. But we do have a background that they hold up quite nicely. And it gives it kind of a feeling of...
That background to me looks like it's from the Cinderella.
This one was Nights for a Day.
Oh, Nights for a Day, yeah? Oh, yeah, I wouldn't have the Cinderella background, that's right. That was a great picture.
I like this one particularly because there's a lot of character. It shows what the monkeys did here, and it has their names, and
yeah, it's nice.
But doesn't really hit you.
No.
Okay. This was also from Nights for a Day.
See, unless you could put the monkeys in there, it wouldn't mean too much.
Well, one of the things I liked about the other books and animations that have come out is anytime that they can show a background, you know, just with the artist, you never really get to see it, you know, and I think that these are really painted well, and it does show the black and white style.
Yeah.
We got to show something from that period of time. Here's a hamburger stand from Turkey Dinner, and again, it's a way to show something from that period.
You know, if possible, we need some stills of the monkeys. There's no reason why we can't have some stills made right from the film, like you did with the
color ones.
Yeah.
Maybe we can run this film and actually maybe combine a background with, you know, because I think the backgrounds are kind of special.
Yeah, they're well done.
You don't find anything else like them. I worked at Hanna-Barbera enough and I've handled enough of Cephas cells and backgrounds to realize that that's really unique.
No, they don't put the work in the backgrounds today as we did in that period.
Now, I'm not really too familiar with this.
There was a series called Dapper Dan, and I don't think it means too much. And we only made very few pictures with him.
I put him in here because he's on the list, and it may be that Joe just mentions him, but I just put some pictures in here.
It was a type of picture along the old comic strip of Desperate Desmond that ran in the newspapers, oh gosh, 60 years ago. That's a good model sheet of the monkeys.
Yeah, this is nice because it shows Oswald.
Yes, by comparison.
And then here I have you posing with a model sheet, which is a nice way to show you at that period of time.
With the black hair, yeah. Yeah, I remember that picture. That picture was taken in the early 30s.
This is the...
Yeah, we had to change that. After we named this character Little Roquefort Mouse, we found out that Paul Terry had character Roquefort Mouse, so we had to change it and call him Babyface.
Here's Dauntless Dan.
Dauntless Dan, yeah.
Dauntless?
Dauntless.
Dauntless.
And that was Nellie. She was the little sewing machine girl that Dauntless Dan was always saving, and Desperate Desmond was trying to take away.
Almost like Popeye and Olive
That's
Oyl
right.
in
Yeah,
a
we
way.
started out Syracuse in the early 30s. That's a good model. She had a little 8-ball. That was a very cute character. And Gillette directed those pictures, but we were sort of skeptical about continuing on account of the black element. They were beginning to object to black characters in cartoons, and and also they even objected to the men on the trains. You know, the porters on the trains. They finally had to take the black porters off the trains. Yes.
Frank is here.
Oh, okay. I'll be right back then. That's a good way to do this, Paul.
Okay, if you'd like to look at this list here.
All right.
Remember how far we got the other day?
Yeah, we didn't get beyond one. You're running now?
Yeah. We're running. Okay, we looked at these backgrounds from the monkey series.
Oh yeah, the monkey series, that's right.
We looked at Dan, and we looked at
Baby face
the
with
monkeys, and we got to baby face. We discussed that.
the late ball.
The late ball. That was. This looks like it's Gillett. Could this be a original Bert?
Yeah, Gillette. Yeah, that's
Gillette.
Yeah, that's the original Bert Gillette background. Gee, that's good to have that.
That's the one with the crayon marked in the
Yeah.
corner. Here I have a Peterkin model sheet
It's drawn by Willie Pagani.
with the brown pencil.
Right.
All right. It's nice we have that. Isn't
Oh
it?
yeah.
Here is another drawing. You think this could have
That's-
been also done by
that's-
Willie?
Yes, that's his.
So I'm just going to go in the same order
All
with
right.
Joe when I play this
All right.
tape. Now here's this doxy that he referred to.
Well, Doxy, I don't know we should make anything of that. That was just, he was only in a couple of pictures, and he was a long dachshund. It was so long that we used to tie a roller skate under his stomach so his stomach wouldn't sag on the floor.
I think Joe wanted to illustrate a point perhaps by
Yeah.
mentioning him.
Yeah.
And it could be that, remember the story about, I think Joe mentioned to me about him getting involved inside of a boot?
Yeah. And that's the
This is
old,
the same dog, huh?
yeah, that was during the Oswald Rabbit series.
Uh-huh.
He worked with Oswald. We had a Great Dane at time too called Elmer the Great Dane, and the Doxy was sort of a foil for the Great Dane.
Here I'm getting into some Andy Panda material now. And it's in no particular order at the moment. It's just all broken down to Andy
Mhm.
Panda. But, you know, if you can give me your feedback on if you see some things that you think are good to use or things that you think aren't important,
Alright.
please
All right.
say, mention it. This is a storyboard drawing, I guess from Apple
Andy, yeah.
And this is a still of it. Now we could go into color if we wanted to with this.
Yes, we could. We could get color from the print of any of these.
Mhm. We could use this just as a reference,
Yeah.
but we could use a combination of a still and a storyboard to show how it changes. You know.
Yeah, that was a musical.
See, I think it's interesting to see the actual drawing in a storyboard, because the storyboards were so detailed,
That's from the same picture.
you see. And here I have a
Andy's
still of the.
good Andy, the angel.
This particular one I pulled out, I thought it was rather unique.
Oh yeah, that's the apple cores dancing as a chorus girls around Andy Panda when he was knocked out.
This is Life Begins for Andy Panda.
That was the first Andy Panda cartoon.
I have a whole lot of negatives of that, and I have the trademark
Mm-hmm.
and a pencil of the trademark. Here I have a Andy Panda model sheet.
Yeah, that's a drawing made by Alex Lovey.
This is an Alex Loeb.
Mm-hmm.
This is the one that says OK Walter Lantz in
Yeah.
initials.
Yeah.
5 1/4 inches tall.
Mhm.
I'm saying all those details so I know what we're talking about when
Yeah.
I hear it again. I have an Andy Panda music sheet, and I have a lot of model sheets for Andy Pandas in here, and a lot of stills that Joe's going to need to look over. But for instance, I pull out something like this.
It's Andy Panda's pop.
Now, would this be something done by Alex Loewe?
Yes, he made those. See, he worked on the first pictures. We made the model charts.
Now, how about something that's a little bit more recent, like this, 1963, of Miranda Panda? Do you know who might have done such a model sheet?
Well, that looks. Well, that could be Alex Loewe also.
This is a later Papa Panda,
Mhm.
and it's more detailed.
Yeah, well, that I know that was done by Alex. He
This
was
is
here
Alex.
then. Yeah.
This is 1940.
Mhm. This was 63.
Yes.
Well, I don't think Alex was here then. When did he leave? No, he was in here then. 63. So I don't know who made this one.
Okay, we'll put a question mark on that. We may not even use it,
Yeah.
because that's, Miranda was, you say, used more in comic books perhaps than
Well, she's using quite a few pictures, but not as much as Andy.
this animation piece I have of the Victory,
Victory Garden?
with the wheelbarrow here. Do you remember who did this animation? Because Joe wants
Let's
to find a piece of animation
Yeah.
for the book, and this could work out.
I would say that this was done by Vern Harding.
Uh-huh.
And this also looks to me like Vern Harding made this model sheet of Miranda Panda. Yeah, this looks like Vern Harding's work.
This is is this one of your first press pictures that you had sent out, or?
Yeah, that's one of the first ones sent out with Andy Panda. I would say that's about 1938 in there, 39.
And you're just holding the cutout of Andy. Right now I have Wacky Weed, and the reason why I like this so much is that it has so much color just in the
Mhm.
storyboard. There's a lot of detail in here, and we could use a whole series of these pictures on one page.
Yeah,
And we're fortunate that we have the title, to the cartoon.
I'd say that those drawings were made by Milt Schaefer, who worked in the story department with Bugs Hardaway.
This is a cell of Andy Panda.
Early, one of the first pictures.
This is one of the very first ones.
Mhm.
Could this possibly be from Life Begins for
Yes.
Andy Panda?
That is from Life Begins for Andy Panda.
Well, this is the only cell we have of it then.
Yeah, but that's definitely from that picture.
Well, we need to send it for repair so we can actually, because there's a little chip out of it.
Well, we're gonna have it repainted.
It'd be nice to be able to say an actual cell
Yeah,
from,
mhm,
in the
yeah.
book though, even though it may be that there'd be a little chip in it
Yeah, it
or
wouldn't
something,
hurt.
it wouldn't hurt. It would.
No, I think
Any
it-
collector would realize that that's the
Definitely.
actual. And that way you can actually say that. This is from the title.
that's from the title.
Now, do you remember? This is not an original background. Looks
No.
like a Chilly Willy background.
That's a background taken from another picture.
Yeah, but what is the cell? Do you remember at all? There's no marking on it. It
I would
shows-
say that was a cell from a picture that we made called Happy Birthday. No, Scrappy Birthday.
Scrappy Birthday.
And that's a picture that
Andy and Miranda.
yeah, Scrappy Birthday and what's his name? Freddie Moore animated that picture.
This is a Freddie Moore
Mhm,
animation
yeah.
here. This looks like a giveaway card.
It was a giveaway card. That was drawn by Vern Harding.
This is drawn by Vern. She
Mhm.
designed it and drew
Yeah,
it. And
mhm.
everything. Well, it has a lot of nice color to it.
Yes, it does.
And it does. It's kind of a nice illustration. Here I have some fashion watercolor designs of Petunia Panda and Pansy Panda.
But nothing came of those. Those were just groping around for some ideas for stories. Those were never used in a picture.
That may be interesting. Who knows? This I thought was illustrated a lot of really nice
Yeah.
color and warmth. You know.
It's from Andy Panda's Pop.
This is 1941, but
Yeah,
it's
that's-
beautiful, the simpleness of this.
Yeah, that was one where I called the roofer. The goofy roofer, that was it.
Now I have the negatives of the war insignias, and I'll pull out some of those in a minute and get some feedback on that.
Yeah, those are pictures made during the war. That was from
The watercolor of all the ships.
historical high spots in American history.
This is another
There's
ship,
also-
a battleship here.
Mhm.
Now, what's the story behind this character with the gun here?
That was in Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy.
And was this a takeoff of any celebrity or?
No, Alex drew himself in that. It's a caricature of Alex Lovey.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You
see,
saw himself?
you notice it?
Looking more like Clark Gable to
Yeah,
me.
no, but he made a caricature of himself in that.
Well, that's fantastic
interesting,
to
isn't
know
it?
that. Yes.
Yeah, you got to mark that thing.
Well, we got it down on tape
Oh,
now.
yeah.
This I thought was rather unique. An air raid warden.
Air Raid Warden.
And I noticed it came out December 21st, which is just a few days before Christmas Eve. It looked rather like a sad part of the picture, a sad Christmas that year.
Sure did. I don't remember the pictures of that one.
I know that this blue tone is
Mhm.
rather special here. It's moonlight coming through
Yeah.
the window.
I don't remember that one.
Now, I do have a lot of World War II insignias and that type of thing. Is there any story you can give me behind any one of these? Like this one, I noticed the gentleman is kicking through the door with Hitler inside. Is there any remark, any comment you can make on that?
Okay. Because he represents the United States.
Now,
Kicking in
who
the
made
door.
these designs up? Was it your staff, or was it just
Our
solely?
staff artists made these.
Did you remember do any of these exclusively?
This is one I worked on.
This one of Woody Woodpecker hammering away at the end.
Yeah. This one here was one of Art Heinemann's.
This is Art Heinemann.
Mhm.
Well, it's good we have names on these.
Yeah. This one, I'd say this one was Lovey. And this was one of mine. It's the early Oswalds.
This is one of yours.
Yeah,
Let's see.
early Oswald with the black head. That looks like one of Vern Harding's.
They all had a part in
Yeah,
it.
all the artists, all the animators had an opportunity to draw these insignias.
Now, the one Vern Harding did here is the one of Oswald
Oswald, yeah.
knocking down the submarine. Here I have Woody looking through a
You know,
telescope.
that's an early one. That would be
31st observation.
Alex Lovey, yeah.
This looks like 1941,
Mhm.
42 here.
Yeah, that was all during the
Yeah.
1941, the Japanese War.
Now, Here I have some things. This is dogs for defense. What is the story behind that?
Well, we did have dogs for defense, you know, these trained dogs, and the outfit that handled dogs for defense asked us if we'd make some posters for them for representing the dogs in the Army.
Now,
You know,
I noticed that this one here is signed C.E. Witten and Philip DeGard. Are these the artists?
yeah, Philip DeGard, these were their artists, yeah. Philip DeGard was a background man.
Well, it's nice we have some
Yeah,
notation on that. This one's not signed.
that's one of the staff artists. See what would happen, the commander of these various outfits would come to me and ask if we'd make an insignia for them. Some of them even came from Washington, requests.
Here I have some stamps. I noticed that Disney did some stamps also.
A lot of ours are on those stamps too.
Yeah, how did that work out?
Fine, yeah.
Do
They
you
sell a
remember,
book of stamps.
do you remember how many books were sold, or
No, I wouldn't remember
So-
that now.
and the monies went
Thousands,
towards the war?
It went towards the war effort and let me see that.
Here I have the stamp books here.
Yeah.
They have stamps in them also.
Well, I would tell you who published the books in here. See, these were regular books because they were sold for 25 cents. The public could buy these, would buy the book and then they'd buy the stamps and paste them where
Yes.
they're numbered in the book, see?
Uh-huh.
Like this here.
Yes. And there'd be a story behind each
Yeah.
stamp.
And they were put out by the Post Stamp Publishing Company. Here it is here.
Never really to be used as mailing, but just as a collector's item.
No, they were used to be sold.
Yeah, but not you couldn't use them to mail a letter.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
no. This is Fred. That's Fred Brunish, background man. He photographed. Here he was the head of the background department, and he photographed all of these, all the mechanical.
Now this is the
fuses
photograph of
appeared.
you with the battleship in the background. All right, now I think we've gone through the war. No, we haven't. There's still some more here. Here I have 7 drawings from recruiting days. And I guess that's a war cartoon,
That was the first war cartoon we made. Yeah,
the very first.
yeah. Mhm. Yeah. I don't know if they are. I don't know if they take them apart.
They make nice drawings because they're in color and they're really detailed quite nicely. Let me make sure I get this in the right spot now. Okay, now we are at Boogie Woogie Man, Meatless Tuesday, their prints, which
Needless to remember, there was a period during the war when Tuesday was a meatless day. We made a cartoon based on Meatless Day. That was called Meatless Tuesday.
well, we do have some. See, these are all of the items that Joe's mentioned in this outline, so I tried to find pictures and illustrations. So, for instance, this is Meatless Tuesday here. I picked out a few prints that could possibly be used.
Oh, yeah.
But now that we know that we can get these in color too, we just need to be able to use these as reference.
Right, use a reference, and we can get the films out and make prints from the film.
Okay, so I'm going to bypass a lot of this stuff like the stills so we can go move a little quicker. Here I have
It's part of a
Barbara
storyboard.
of Seville, and these are all the storyboards are great.
Yeah. You know,
They're beautiful.
gave a lot of storyboards to UCLA.
This is all UCLA's.
You pulled them out down there?
All this is, yeah.
Oh, good.
I have items on Ready Kilowatt. Here's Reckless Driver. I have storyboard from. Do you remember who might have done the storyboard here? Reckless Driver?
Yeah, Bugs Hardaway.
This is the Bugs Hardaway, okay.
Bugs Hardaway and Milt Schaefer. They worked as a team.
Now, is that who did the previous storyboards here of Barbara of Seville and Meatless Tuesday?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And a Bo Ben Boogie?
Yeah.
They also did these storyboards.
Yeah.
About the same period of time.
Mm-hmm.
I have a Ready Kilowatt model sheet. Do you know who might have done that?
Let's see. Yeah, Alex worked on this. That's Alex Loby.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Now, I have more Ready Kilowatt material in here. I take it this is also a Alex Loby
What you ought to do is
model sheet.
find out from Bob the period of time when Dick Lundy worked as a director. So if you get the time when Alex left, then Dick Lundy came on. He's on quite a long time. And from Dick Lundy, we went to Jimmy Culhane, and then Paul Smith.
Yeah, I'm going to probably have to recheck some
That
of
was a commercial. That was a 20-minute commercial.
the Ready
Picture,
Kilowatt.
yeah.
I remember seeing the storyboard to that. I have some prints from that in here too. Smoked Hams. I have a title card here. Do you know who might have done such a title card? Who might have done the artwork?
That title card, I would.
Ray Jacobs,
Ray.
perhaps?
The Smoked Ham, no, that was before Ray Jacobs. I would say that was Fred Brunish. Yeah, I can tell by the type of paper that's on. Yeah, Fred Brunish.
Here I have an. This is an overlay for something here.
Yeah, that's an overlay done by the background department. That's a result of that picture of
Bathing Buddies.
Bathing Buddies.
Smoked Ham storyboard here. Do you know who might have been working on Smoked Hams?
I have to check with Robert
Okay,
Miller on
I can
that.
look up some of those. Playful Pelican, I have a title card here too.
Playful Pelican was Freddie Moore.
Here I have a photograph of you,
About 4 years old.
4 years old, and you're dressed up as the silent
As a
actress.
as a Fauntleroy, Lord Fauntleroy.
Oh, I see.
That's what they dressed the kids in. Remember the picture of Lord Fauntleroy? That's where that dress came. That outfit.
Uh-huh. Here I have a section of Grace now. And this is you working at the Bray
Studios.
Studios.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's a still out of a picture.
So this is kind of a mock-up set.
That's a prop. That is a set.
The whole thing is just similar to what they did with you at Universal.
Yeah. That set was built
Isn't that
in
interesting?
the studio.
This is Gracie. I don't see a date on here.
Oh, that was Gracie when she played here in with the Duffy Players.
This is the Duffy Players picture.
Yeah.
The one with the low-cut front of the dress.
Gracie
and
could give
hand
you
in the air.
Gracie could give you the name of the play that was better than I can.
All right. Here I have some old comics done by you. Let me get a marker in here.
Oh. All those are comics that I made for various magazines. This is the New York Athletic Club magazine.
With the boat in the center.
This was Judge, 1918. That was a very famous magazine, like Life.
This was.
Yeah, Judge.
And if you can give me any comments on the drawings, if you remember any comments or any job you may have gotten from any one of these comics.
Oh no, these were just contributions that I made. I used to contribute drawings all the time, hoping they would be accepted. They weren't all accepted. These are some that were accepted.
Did your friends comment to see it in the paper and comment to you?
Sure. This was made for the Winged Foot. That's a New York Athletic Club, and these are different members that I caricatured. I used to do caricatures.
Lost part of that.
Yeah, it's an old one.
This is the.
That was in Life magazine.
This is from Life magazine. This is the very first golf cart, right?
The first golf cart, yeah.
Now, here's a Speedy, and I noticed it's a lot of Speedies I found.
Oh,
Is that a whole series?
That's a comic strip. That's a comic strip I made that was never sold.
Oh, never sold.
No.
So all these drawings I see was just an attempt
to
get a series started.
Right.
Well, perhaps we can show a few of them.
Oh, sure. Show that I peddle comic strips too.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't give up.
Right, exactly.
Even though, no matter how many doors close in your face, keep it there and plugging away and finally hit.
Did it come close at all?
Came pretty close, and then, well, what really happened, I was peddling those when I was in New York trying to get a let's see, it was between Bray and I think that was done between Bray and the Hearst when I was a little period of when I wasn't working. Then that's when I stopped peddling strips.
Paramount Pip.
Oh, this is the Paramount House Organ magazine. You know that. And I have to do a series of drawings for them. I used to get paid about $25 for that.
Which is pretty good money in those days.
Yeah.
Let's Go Boys, another drawing.
That's Paramount too. This is interesting. That is my first published cartoon, and of all places, it was published in a Prohibition magazine.
Oh, really?
Anti-alcoholism. That was my first. That had to be about 1916, isn't it? Yeah. My first published drawing for Temperance magazine. Sure lousy. I was only 16 years old.
Might even be fun to show the reverse side here.
Well, yeah. So it says, the ammunition for the final drive on booze. That's a funny time. An up-to-date arsenal for temperance speakers.
Well, some people still feel the same way.
When I think of all the booze I drank after that drawing was made.
With the money you got from that drawing.
Yeah.
That would be funny to mention. Funny to mention with the money you got from doing that drawing.
The drawing didn't put me on didn't make me a temperance.
This is
this is a series I made for a motion picture magazine. See, each one told a story.
Dated 1926. New York Globe magazine,
It's a New York Globe
1922.
newspaper. That was a big newspaper. I was doing a comic strip for them. The page like this. See, to do it one a week of these. It was 1922.
When you look at these, do you remember drawing any of these
Oh,
things?
sure.
You,
Well, you look at those, you'll notice what a broad sense of humor all these drawings have. Even before I did too much on animation.
I notice they're all, you draw also to a certain style of the period,
Yeah.
and it must be strange to see your own style change
It's changed, but
as the time changes.
that's right. You're influenced by a lot of the artists that were famous at that time.
It's almost like your handwriting was probably different then too.
Sure. Look here, see the humor of this? He's breaking an egg in the back of this girl's neck. They're very broad, and I think that comes from the experience I had in animation. And you notice all my drawings are all action drawings.
Yes,
They're not
like
still.
it's a storyboard by itself. This is a rather nice one here.
Well, that was for the Hearst magazine.
That's nice. It's right on the cover like that
Yeah.
too.
That's the Hearst magazine. See.
And that might even be nice to print, just
Yeah.
the same size that it is.
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of good comments out of that package.
Yeah.
Those are
Oh,
fun.
every artist, I think, at one time have wrote in life peddle strips.
Okay, now we're at the
I'm glad that my strips weren't accepted.
really.
I came out better in the long run.
It's funny how things turn out,
Yeah.
you know. Well, here I have the John Bray, Colonel Heaselier, Dinky Doodle drawings, and we've talked over
We've
those.
talked all of that.
Yeah, and we have like the Old Man in the Moon cell
Yeah.
there, and we also have some photos of you during that time. Here's
Yes.
one of you sitting at a nice empty
Yeah.
board.
Ready to make a
This
drawing.
one I think is a rather nice picture to use. So sharp.
Yeah,
It looks like you're
yeah,
working on Colonel Heaselier. Is that right?
yeah, that's back there. Look at the fire extinguishers on
Yeah,
the camera.
I can see Colonel Heaselier in the picture.
Look at the fire extinguisher on the camera stand.
Did it ever catch you in fire?
Oh, we use nitrate cells.
I can see.
Those were nitrate cells we used. We had to keep a fire extinguisher on the camera.
This is another photo that could be used, this little one.
Oh yeah, that goes way back too. It was Pete the Pup. Geez, that's on Universal Lot.
That's a nice picture. Here I have Pete the Pup.
That's Pete the Pup.
More Colonel Heaselier here. This is one that Joe mentioned of the picnic scene that he
Yeah.
definitely wanted to use.
You like that? The bear came
Yeah,
in.
he liked the idea of the food even being
Uh-huh.
animated on there, which is very funny. Picture here of you with Sophie Tucker, and this, I haven't contacted John Bray's son,
Paul Bray,
Paul Bray,
His
for
grandson.
a photograph
his grandson.
of his grandfather. But
Why can't you use that?
we could use this one.
It's a very good one.
Yeah, we could use this one.
Yeah, why not use that?
Well, we'll see if he sends it. It could be that he sends a finer one.
Did you write to him though?
No, not yet.
You know, he died when he was 99 years old. Just died a couple of years ago.
That's right, about 4 years ago. Or
Mhm.
something. But it's nice we have that picture
Oh yeah.
of that. This is a way to show a picture of
Bob Vignola, yeah.
Vignola,
Yeah, that's when he was a very famous director.
I guess it's all right to print this picture, even showing the
Oh, I think
the signature and
the
everything.
autographs.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure. I think
1920.
they're fine.
Yeah.
I see a lot of pictures with autographs on them.
Now this photograph here the lady is cut out and stuck on, and we can just cut her off.
We can cut her off. She was an actress on the Universe. See, there's Manuel Marino, Cal Howard, Victor McLeod, and myself.
And Oswald.
Oswald.
Picture of you talking to the staff, Universal.
Yeah, it's the staff at Universal.
Now, is this really your desk, or is it a prop again?
That's a prop desk. That's a desk I had a cabinet shop make it. Being that I had such a modern home, that home that I built on Toluca Lake, I had a modern desk built too. That was in my study.
This is number 3 on the back.
Yeah.
This is the one you had printed up with that negative.
Oh yeah. There was a whole staff that worked on the Oswald cartoons.
And this is one of these parties,
Yeah, that's
masquerade parties.
That's on masquerade parties.
And it looks like you could be dressed up as Oswald there.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of famous people in there. And Ida Koverman, and she was executive assistant to Louis B. Maher. Yeah.
Now we could just, because we've never really put it down on written it down, but if we went from the top left-hand corner, the man with the funny nose and the hat there.
Well, he was my first wife's father. He was a cameraman. That's these two don't mean too many, but that's Ida Koverman.
The one with the hat on there.
And the one next to it, that's Ben Piaz, who was casting director at MGM.
One with a tire on his neck.
Yeah. And this is Victor McLeod, was my story man.
Funny white hat. Looks like a baby.
These two don't mean them too much. The one down the second row left is Bob Vignon.
He's wearing the fake hair top.
Yeah.
Come on like a clown.
Girl, I don't know. This fellow's name is Ernest Ferguson.
He's the one next to you with the top hat.
In a drapery business.
Uh-huh.
He's Pat O'Malley. He was a very famous actor.
He's the one who's the Mountie.
Yeah, he's Pat O'Malley, yeah. And this fellow here on the floor is...
With the cigar.
That's Frank Mastroli. He was studio manager at Universal at one time. And everybody on the bond, they're not in pictures, I don't remember.
All right. This we have in there. This is the only item we have of Bolivar. But I've talked to Pinto Colvig, and he says he has photos of his father.
He must have.
While he worked at Universal.
Mm-hmm.
Here we have an Oswald package. Still rolling here.
So that pretty well speaks for itself, doesn't it, that packaging?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 1942. Do you know who might have done this?
Yeah, this looks clean. Vern Harding has such a clean-cut way of drawing. I would say this was Vern Harding's model sheet.
The one dated 1942,
Yeah.
rather cleaned up Oswald.
Yeah. And this one here, I know who this is. This was, oh God, not Tony Rivera, but I think it's a while.
Okay, I'll set this one.
There was another fellow that was with me a long time that did a lot of model sheets and characters I forgot to mention. Tony Rivera. Make a note of his name with Robert Miller. Because in that period...
Did Tony Rivera go to Hanna-Barbera?
Yeah, but in that period, quite a long time, Tony designed characters and made the rough the pencil layouts for the backgrounds that were given to the. I forgot about Tony. Yeah, he was. If you get that period where he was, that explains a lot of these charts that you asked me about that I'm not too familiar. I'm not familiar, but I don't recall the names.
This could be a Vern, this Vern Harding, this 1963. Could that be Vern?
That could be the Vern of Tony Rivera again.
Uh-huh. Well, we'll check it out and see if we can pinpoint any of these down here. This is the early Oswald, 1928. This is more of Vern's. This is a cell of Oswald.
Yeah.
I don't have any marking on it. Do you know about what time this would be? What period?
About the same period as this here.
So this could be Vern's animation here.
Could be.
Here I have
Those drawings are all Manuel Marino.
Oh, all
director.
of these.
Yeah.
All of these black and white on heavy stock.
Yeah. Oh, name of this one here, I got it now.
Yeah.
Zamora.
Rudy Zamora.
Zamora.
Rudy Zamora.
Yeah. He worked for me as an animator. Very good animator. And
And he's in New York now, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's his model sheet.
Rudy Zamora used to work on Crazy Cats.
Yeah. He goes back a long way. He had a very cute
He
style.
worked at Charlie Mintz.
He made quite a change in Oswald. Made him a lot cuter.
Yeah, he's very cute there. This is the one. This almost looks like Crusader Rabbit. This pencil, and this is long before.
Crusader Rabbit came out.
Yeah,
long
or
after that.
Bugs Bunny, or
Came out 20 years later.
yeah. Okay, we discussed these two heavy ones here by
Manuel Marino. He was a director on that.
And here we have a pencil drawing.
That's his.
That's his also.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like that one. Now, this is not Oswald, but Oswald type bunnies, I guess, right?
Yeah. Well, this is a musical that we made. And it was an Oswald, but we used a lot of bunnies in it. This was a musical. This could be Bill Nolan.
The one with all the umbrellas. Now, after Walt Disney relinquished the character of Oswald, you took it over. This is one of his also.
Yeah, that's Marino too.
The one with the black frame around it. How about this one? This Oswald.
That I would say was Rudy Zamora.
Rudy Zamora did the one of Oswald on the stage.
Yeah.
That's a rather nice one there.
Yeah.
Okay, that takes care of our Oswald package. And moving right along, we go from you can see why I have to do it this way.
Oh yes, a very methodical way to do it.
I'll fool with getting this in the package later.
Well, I think it helps Joe to have all his material before because it gives you ideas as you look through this.
Here I have some photographs of your obsession house here.
Oh yeah, it's the Toluca Lake House.
Yeah, here I have Leo Carrillo on stage.
Yeah.
And here I have the fan letter from a fan to Walt Disney, and then to you, and then back to Disney. And I have the Universal Party. I have you with Vern Harding.
Yeah.
I have a title to Alley to Ballet. Termite Control. Termites from Mars is what that's from. It's nice when he mentions that we actually have.
That was a United Artists picture.
These Ray Jacobs did, is that correct? These unusual backgrounds here?
Yeah, Ray Jacobs.
Well, the backstage.
We went from Ray Jacobs to then Carby came in, you know. later years.
Okay. In this folder, I have Chili Willie's and Tex Avery's model sheets.
Okay.
Those we know what they are.
All right.
And who did those? Oops, wrong one here. And now we get into all kinds of products and items that were made.
Oh, licensee products?
Yeah. You want to give, I mean, do you know who did this, for instance?
No, that was one stuffed toy.
I can check with that, with,
Check with Miller on
with
those.
Bob on those. And
Yeah, he can give you better
you can give me some background on
background on those.
that. Is this from the Western Publishing, the president? Is that what this man is?
No,
Abel Harriman,
oh,
is it?
that's Abel Harriman. Yeah,
Oh, I see. Okay.
he was the head of the blood bank and the Red Cross in Washington. Gracie and I went to Washington. They invited us there for a campaign on the blood bank, the Red Cross.
Is he wearing a hearing aid? Is that what that
Yeah.
is?
It's Abel Harriman.
Okay. We get into advertising and moving right along. The items that those are the items that Joe has definitely discussed.
All right.
The items that I still need to go through with him. I may want to show you right now. Get some feedback from you. It's a lot of artwork. All right, here I have a good question. Since this one's been cut down, I can't see what it's from. Is it the Andy Panda and Papa Panda and Baby Panda?
No, this was a picture that we made. I think of 3 bears.
That's
Baby, Mom, and Papa.
I see. That was just one cartoon where they were
Yeah.
used once, or
Yeah, just once.
is this
Based on Goldilocks and 3 bears.
I'm taking a guess. Is this from Candyland?
Yeah, that could be Candyland. No. That wouldn't be Candyland. Gee, I don't know what that's from.
It sure is nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
We need to do some research on the one that looks like
Yeah.
balloons.
It could be Toyland.
Could be Toyland.
Yeah, and the one following it too.
This
Yeah.
could be Toyland also,
Yeah.
the one of the horse.
Yeah.
I have it Birmingham Hospital
Toyland Premier.
photos, and I have pictures of you standing in front of the theater with kids. Here I have some Candyland model charts. I know what they are. Here I have a cell of a dog and a print, same dog. That's from 1941. Is that from? It's one of your musical pictures.
That's one of the musical, yeah. Black and white musical.
3 little kittens. I have. You know what that?
3 little kids that lost their mittens.
Is that just a one-time shot again?
One-time musical.
But I don't remember seeing that one.
No,
But I do have some drawings here.
those are one-shot picture.
This one here.
Yeah. 3 little kids that lost their mittens.
They sure are nice drawings.
Those are Loewe.
The 3 little kittens.
Yeah.
These are Alex Loewe drawings.
Yeah.
And I see there's a mother cat there, and it looks like they went fishing. Those are Alex Loewe's.
That's a good picture.
Well, they really make nice drawings. That's why I singled them out.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause this.
We got a lot of very unusual drawings that you don't find very much in.
Tom Thumb.
Tom Thumb, That's Woody Woodpecker. Yeah, those are his backgrounds.
Now, is this
Tom, wait, what's
this is a
that?
storyboard of Tom Thumb?
Yeah, that's a storyboard. The drawings on the storyboard made by Woody Woodpecker.
He did those
Yeah,
also.
he made those story pictures.
Well, that's nice to know. We have a background, and we also have a model chart.
Yeah,
Now, could he have done this
he
also?
did that too.
Well, that's nice to know. We have some nice examples of his work
Yeah,
by having his model charts. Okay, I'm going to put this aside into the Briganti file. Censorship drawings, we know what that is. Here I have something of Wally Walrus.
that's not Pagani, it's Pagani.
Pagani.
Yeah,
Briganti is who's the, I always get the musical director mixed up with
well, it's Pagani.
Pagani.
Mm-hmm.
1960, Wally Walrus.
I would say that would be Dick Lundy.
This is a Dick Lundy, 1960, Wally Walrus.
Mm-hmm.
William Tell, storyboard.
My storyboard would be Hardaway and Schaefer. Nick and Schaefer.
I have Father and Son.
That would be Paul Smith.
This is Paul Smith, and that would include the
Yeah,
model sheet
yeah,
here.
everything.
Everything here.
Mm-hmm.
This is good information I'm getting. Buzz Buzzard. Here I have a cell and a background. Now I can look up what it is.
Oh, that was a United Artists picture. No, this one.
Also Buzzard.
This was here called Pigeon Patrol. That was a ending of a series where the Japanese vulture on the end.
Perhaps I should put this in with the war effort.
That should be in the war. That's Pigeon Patrol.
Now, do you know who might have done this Bunko Busters model chart here?
Bunko Busters. That would be Dick Lundy.
This is Dick Lundy. Here I have some more of the same thing there. Here I have a turtle coming up. Rochester. Do you know who might have done this
What's the year in that?
model sheet? Let me see if I find a date anywhere.
You know, if you would simplify this whole thing, if you could ask Bob the dates of start and finish of the 5 or 6 directors we had during this period, and then it'd all be accurate. This way it could be hit and miss, you know?
Yeah, that's why Joe had me originally Xeroxing these cue sheets, so he'd get that information from that. Here I have Jock and Jill.
Chuck and Jill.
No date.
No.
These are really nice cells of goats with backgrounds to them. They're really nice
Oh, that was
condition.
a new character I was trying to sell to Kellogg's when we were doing the
This
show, and it was never used.
the
No,
goat.
no, it was never used.
I think these things that are never used are rather interesting.
Yeah.
because it's something no one's ever seen before.
No, we haven't been on
It could have turned into something.
Yeah.
Here I have salmon thymine cells with
I
background.
made one picture. That was I would come to make that picture. They wanted to see what I could do with a limited animation picture, and that was a limited animation picture, and it was directed by Jack Hanna.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And how did you feel about the finished product?
I didn't like it. It was too still. I only made one picture, and we released it on television, but I wouldn't make any more.
The one and only limited animation of
That's all,
Walter
yeah.
Lantz Studios.
Yeah,
Well, they sure look nice.
yeah. Oh, they're lovely drawing. Or you take any of these limited animation stills, and they look beautiful.
Some of them.
But they don't come out that way when they're animated.
Here I have Elmer the Great Dane negative here. Henrietta Hen negative. I have Coca-Cola commercials with background.
Yeah, we made 22.5-minute Coca-Cola commercial, and we couldn't use any dialogue, even though they all had to be done in pantomime. They're beautiful pictures. They were translated. That is, by translation. The narration in them was done in many languages.
They were dubbed into all different languages.
Yeah, but the characters didn't speak. There was no spoken dialogue in any of it. The pantomime, a little part narration.
And so you said there were 22 or
20 of them.
20
And
of
they
them.
were 2.5 minutes each.
I see. That's a long commercial.
Well, they weren't used as commercials. They played them in theaters.
Oh, I see.
They didn't run these on the television. No,
Yes.
they played these in theaters in all the various countries. They were done for foreign.
They had backgrounds, similar to Willie's, in that they were watercolor and
Ed Keekley made all those backgrounds.
maybe he was influenced by Willie's background.
It could be, yeah. He's a very good artist, yeah. Very fine guy.
Did Keekley always work with watercolors?
Yes, and then when he left our organization, he went to work in the set, in designing set for feature pictures on the Universal lot. I got him the job in there. Well, we were still on the lot. I thought it would have been a future for him there than working in animated cartoons.
The book is Woody Woodpecker talking to Walter.
Yeah.
And it could be we could tie this in somehow in the book.
Yeah, come on, get on with it, Lance.
Yeah. Get on with the story.
Yeah, get on with the story, yeah.
Maybe
That's funny, yeah.
halfway through it.
Yeah.
Woody with the whip.
Yeah, that's a drawing I made, yeah.
You made this one.
Yeah.
It says there's a scene here. Could this be from one of your television shows? You tied this in somehow?
It must have. Oh, I know, sure. It was a still that we used in the show.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, used it in the actual show.
Excellent. And here I have one of the many Merry Christmases that
We got so many of those.
were given.
Every Christmas that they get together and make a Christmas card for me.
Here I have another old
Oh, that was a thing I illustrated for some magazine. I forget what.
Waiting
Stories.
for the Break.
Yeah. Very funny.
Walter Lantz.
I had the pleasure of signing one of my cartoon drawings as Lanza. It was for a magazine.
Very
I signed a Lanza instead of Lance.
Art Nouveau.
Is it though?
This is early 20s.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
1924,
Yeah, about in
25.
there, yeah.
Egg Cracker Sweet. We have a pencil drawing here that's rather nice. And here I have a cell of Woody. Is it Hypnotic?
That looks like Hypnotic Hick.
Hick, yeah. Dog Tax Dodgers makes a nice. Here I noticed that there's two of them done.
Yeah. We used to illustrate the back there, the titles all the time, and then it got to be a little expensive. We stopped illustrating them.
See what I can find here. I found some backgrounds that were just nice all by themselves. You know, weight.
That was a wrestling Rex.
Rex. Now here we have some really nice cells of this.
Yeah.
How did that turn out?
It was a fair picture. I didn't care too much for it. It was all done in the ring, and it was a lot of Woody's character.
I remember the other day you mentioned that you took some films of, was it Jack Dempsey or who was the boxer that you?
Oh,
the big boxer.
Joe Louis.
Joe Louis.
Yeah.
Were you influenced somehow? I mean, is this one of some of your input?
No, not necessarily. That was a story by Bugs Hardaway.
Drooler's Delight. This is from early Oswald.
Yeah, that would be from early on. No, you know.
I can look this one up.
I think that was from a musical, an Andy Panda. Yeah, I think it's from an Andy Panda musical where chasing a skunk and no, it was the fox. Fox goes in there and he paints himself as a skunk and goes out and runs Andy out.
It's a nice background.
Yeah, that's how that was used.
Scrub Me Mama, this is nice just by
Scrub Me Mama with a boogie beat.
Nice all by itself. This one I particularly liked, if you're going to show a background at all.
Yes, love you.
Man's Best
Yeah,
Friend.
that's a dog.
19
That was a one-shot deal, special.
Jukebox
That's
Jam.
Jukebox Jamboree.
That's a very nice one also. Cow Boogie.
Yeah. Gee, we sure put a lot of work in those backgrounds those days, didn't we?
We sure did. They're just beautiful.
Some of the backgrounds of guy we worked 4 or 5 days on, you know. There's the original type of musical miniatures.
That's something we want to use. Another funny all by itself. Pepito never really went over too well, did he?
No, one-shot deal. Oh, how that came about. There was a publishing company, and he was releasing our music, and he had this song, Pepito, and he asked me so many times to make a picture. So it would be great. Well, I never cared for much. I didn't care for much for the picture either. I made. I think it was a waste of money.
Didn't work.
No.
Didn't work out at all. This looks like one of your.
That's one of my drawings. Yeah.
Your drawing. Was this the characters that?
Yeah, that developed into a series we call Doc and I think the bulldog we had in it. What's his name? He started out
Cecil?
as big friend.
Is it Cecil?
Yeah, Cecil and Doc, but it's really started as Hickory Dickory Doc. Hickory and Dickory were 2 mice, and Doc was the cat.
Is this an Alex Lovey Space Mouse?
Yeah, that's an Alex Lovey. Space Mouse. Yeah, it goes right back to Maya Marino.
The one with the
Early out of Candyland.
The heavyset lady and the man with the cake.
Candyland.
Here I have some just great drawings of this mouse.
Yeah.
You might have worked on this at all?
That was Lovey's.
This is a Lovey. Lovey has a certain style.
Oh yeah, pictures are right away.
I can tell. You can usually tell what.
That's Cuddles, the Great Dane.
1963. I could check out who would Al. I mean, with Robert on this. This was not an original background, but the cell itself is from
forget where it was from.
I think it was the fox, or the wolf rather, was picking up lambs.
Yeah.
And I can look that up. Should we put this at the beginning of the book? Joe laughed about that idea.
About you are, the sea is a big fat lie, no names are good. I don't care that too much. I think it's trying to be funny. I don't think
This is.
some people believe it.
Could this? Yeah, some people might believe it.
That's what Frank Capra wrote. He spent a lot of time writing the first draft, and he said, "No, wait a minute, what am I doing? There'll be people that will read this introduction, so the hell with it. I'm not going to read this. And that's why he made a serious, heartwarming opening. You know.
This sounds like something Tex Avery might have thought of.
Yeah.
Do you remember what picture that was?
That was by Bugs Hardaway, and we could throw that in with good titles in the book, though. It was a title based on this on the detective. What the hell was the name of that detective story? Remember the guys come down with the
Dragnet.
Dragnet. Yeah, it was a story based on Dragnet. That's where we started out. The story's about here's the big fat lie. That's how that should be used in the book.
And this is a Bugs Hardaway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Here you have the Barely family.
Yeah, the Berry family.
Berry family. That's something that never really worked out too well.
Yeah, it worked out very well.
It did.
Oh, sure. We made about 20 pictures.
I guess I don't really remember them because I was too old for them.
Yeah.
I guess. Here I just did some setups. This is from what possibly here?
When we put another group of pictures on television, the Berry pictures will be in that group.
Oh really?
I think we're damn good.
Well, that's probably why I haven't
I
seen
think we
them.
got damn good notices on. Yeah, they haven't played on television.
They never have.
No,
That's why I'm not familiar with them.
that's an Avery.
This is an Avery
Yeah,
cell.
Maggie and Sam.
It's the only cell I've seen.
That is Paul Smith.
It's the Paul Smith, the one.
No, wait a minute. Jack Hanna. The alligator, green alligator, Jack Hanna.
This almost
Paul
looks like
Smith.
Connecticut Rabbit, almost
Yeah.
like that Chuck Jones did.
Yeah, it was
Same kind. Looks
Castle in the Castle.
a nice style to the whole thing. This is from Kellogg's giveaway thing. Weber's bread, is that right?
Weber's bread. There's a lot of material on Weber's bread at UCLA.
Yeah, I found a lot of that. Well,
Too bad they haven't gotten around to cataloging that material down there better.
this I found was nice because it had an original background to it. I guess I could peek in here and see what the
That's Hypnotic Hick.
this
That's
is.
from the three-dimension picture we made. Hypnotic Hick.
This is a 3D picture.
3D picture, yeah.
That's what this is also.
Mhm.
Hypnotic Hick. The original backgrounds. I have 3 blind mice with cats again here. But these are
That goes way back again, the early days.
these are really quite old.
That goes back to Manuel Marino.
Boy, I sure like his work.
Very clean cut.
It sure is. Especially these cats here look very
Yeah,
realistic.
look at that. Mm-hmm.
This is a piano duet, and this is your own storyboard.
Oh yeah, you can tell my storyboards, yeah. Yeah, that's one of my storyboards.
Because I'd like to see one of yours
Yeah.
fit in, and that has a lot of color to
Mhm.
it. And it shows like right away a quick gag here, which could be nice, to use. Long backgrounds here, and titles and end cards, and here I have Another one of Robert Armstrong. You know, old 1926 drawing. And here's one that's particularly nice. There's this old
Robert
one.
Armstrong, that's got to be. Oh, this is one of my drawings. Yeah. Maher, 1921. That's a magazine. That's another drawing I made for a magazine. See? I forget what magazine it was now. The rest is so drawing. This goes to give you an idea how broad
What we
my
should do
humor is those days. See?
is when we're done with the book, and they're done photographing this, we'll frame this.
Yeah.
This would be nice framed in your office,
That's something.
or even at home. You know.
21. Look how broad that is. Look, that's Lincoln on his foot. And look at all the stuff this guy's got. And every one of them has a lot of action. You'll never see a drawing of mine that's still or stilted.
It's telling the story all over.
Comes
just,
from animation.
Just sitting there.
It's an old piece of paper, isn't it?
It sure is.
Gee, I wish I had some of the nudes that I did in art school. I had I've had hundreds of nudes that did it during art school. Yes. It's cooking, Pappy. Oh, look at that.
You know how cold that was?
Yeah.
That was 27 degrees up in the mountains.
These are pictures these are all pictures I took out of Al fishing. Yeah, I took that of
27 degrees. That was 1977.
It was?
Yeah. Well, that's my halibut I got a long time ago. 32 pound, 12 ounce.
My gosh.
That's a big one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that
That's
your
big.
boat now?
Yeah.
There's Al on the dock and up
Yeah,
there.
I'm out on the lake up there. That's cast stake there.
Yeah, that's Castaic.
Yeah. That's
This
my
is your
boat. Yeah,
boat,
that's my boat, huh?
I never saw pictures of it. Jeez,
That's
Yeah.
the Colorado River there. That's my son's boat there.
I'm getting a new motor
Wow.
Another one?
for the big boat. I'm getting a motor with a starter on it. You know the 9.5 horses on it? You have to pull the starter.
That's right. You know how much you're gonna. You know how much you're gonna. Okay.
He's giving me $250 for the old one.
They're gonna charge you 12 for the other one.
No, I'll get the whole thing with the battery and the motor and everything for about $1,000.
Oh, that's okay.
They sell for $1,600.
Oh yeah.
He's giving me the wholesale
Oh,
price.
well, the minute you get an electric start on those babies, those summer guns go high. Yeah. That's it's Colorado River, and that's my son, and that's me and me. We're doing a bottom job on his boat.
Here is the
There's
lake
another one.
again.
Yeah, up there.
There's
That's
all
what's cold.
different,
That's my
different years
motorhome
up
there.
at the
That's
lake.
your motorhome, huh?
Yeah,
Gee, that's nice.
This is motorhome.
Beautiful.
that's out at Castaic again. That's my. See the Woody Woodpecker towel?
Yeah.
That's the thing for over at the lake.
There we are.
Yeah,
There
the
we are,
mammoth. We went.
Mammoth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a mammoth. Look at that.
Yeah, I'm sitting there. Look, there's a boss.
There's
The
the
dock. Yeah, sitting at the
There's
dock.
the boat.
He's up. No, he took the picture. I always say he's up sleeping, but he
Yeah.
wasn't because he took the picture.
I took that from the stairs at the top of my
Top,
studios.
Yeah.
Shooting down.
one did?
Yeah,
Sure came on nice.
that one too I took from up the
Yeah.
door.
And this another one there.
Oh, these are the ones he put this last trip.
last trip. Yeah. This was another one before. But look at the snow there. Oh, that was cold. 27 degrees. Hot damn. That's what I wanted to get. See that?
This one getting it?
Oh, that's what I
Gee,
want
those
to
are
get.
terrific, aren't they?
God damn land sailors.
They go
You
pretty
don't
fast.
tip
don't
over.
Yeah. Well, that's down to Colorado. Look up the Colorado River. My son and we go down and place. That's my lawnmower. That's my old one and that's my new one.
they? Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, you needed it for
I got it.
all that acreage.
Yeah, I got a car. Oh,
Well, that's the last picture
that's
I
the
took
last
out.
picture, yeah. That's the car the boss sent me when he was Honolulu.
Isn't that nice?
See,
I
there's
bet-
no
I bet
girls
the-
in there.
I bet the new dame on the other, is it?
There's no dames in here.
No, on that postcard.
Probably
I bet there's a new Hawaiian dame. I wouldn't send Al a straight card.
No, you'd be out of place, I think.
Very funny. I'm just guessing.
Oh, God damn.
bananas.
What the hell?
I just felt a little banana. That's new. That's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you drew the picture on there, that's why.
Well, that's a hint that Al's
The green, little greeny.
Green banana.
green bananas.
Now, like I
That's one
say-
of the best pictures I've ever seen of you.
That's a goodie, isn't it?
That's
Yeah.
a flash taken with that little camera you used today.
It sure came out.
And I had it blown up. That was a slide, wasn't it? That was a slide.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you know what I found at home? Some of this junk that, when I was in the hospital, Gil Turner, Al Coe, and somebody, when I was making coffee, Garrity's got a hold of one end of the table, and I got a hold of another end of the table. You know how we used to do over the studio? Some of the animators drew me, 1940. Some crap. I'll show them to you. This one,
Yeah, bring it in. Let's see it.
Because these guys did. Al Coe was good and Gil Turner was a good character.
You may put it in a book, bring it in.
So what happens at the coffee? Remember our coffee?
Yeah.
And Garrity was talking about wearing 10 hats. There's another guy that wore 10 hats.
Yeah.
Take it around here, wear this.
You sure got a nice boat and camper there.
Isn't that nice?
Walked into that. Walked into that camper, and I got carpet in like this green, because I bought it in memory of him.
Yeah.
Carpeting was green, and he likes green.
Isn't that nice?
I got a green carpet, just like this. It's green colored, green stripe on it.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Well, I guess that about covers everything, doesn't it, Paul?
Well, I got a few more things here. You know, I got a 65 Smedley storyboard and do some drawings.
See, there's a period in there that I'm a little mixed up on. Directors, a transition between Dick Lundy and Paul Smith.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's another one. I made that for Motion Picture Magazine. Then.
This one here.
There was a series of those. You know, the sense of caricature, Bob Armstrong,
And William Boyd.
William Boyd.
I got just a few more things here, Walter, and I'll let you go.
Well, it'd be interesting to use something like that because there's the caricatures of stars.
This might tie in more with the war period, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Put those with the war.
It was fast. Well, you got quite a collection of material here, Paul.
Well, what do you think? What's your idea of what I pulled here, Walter?
Well, it looks good. You've done you got a good cross section. You know, you cover a long period of time.
This one here,
about what you can do.
Fair Today.
That was one.
I love this.
Bugs Hardaway story.
This is Bugs Hardaway.
Fully narrated. Did you ever see the picture?
I think I remember it. I mean, that's why I liked it so much, seeing this.
It was a funny picture.
The Cantor is the Eddie Cantor. Is that right?
Yeah. You know,
These
it'd be very, very interesting to show a page or two of storyboard. Just photograph these sketches.
Well, I think they tell a story,
Yeah.
you know, all by themselves. I mean, if you...
Well, you know, the question comes up so many times from people that write in, fans, well, how do you write a story for a cartoon? And they just can't visualize that a story for an animated cartoon is really a comic page, just like the Sunday supplement is, except instead of 16 drawings, we have 300.
Exactly. Yeah.
And the storyboard has to read. The story is really a silent picture. That's a pantomime of the entire story. And it has to read when you look at it. Storyboard almost talks. That was Bugs Hardaway. I think these drawings were made by, I think these drawings were made by Heinemann. It looks like Heinemann's drawings. Yeah, he used to sketch like that.
This is like Grim Netwick
And Grim Netwick.
does like that
Well,
too.
Grim Netwick never
Did he
worked on
concert?
stories. Always worked in anime. You read those stories that Grim has in the Cartoonist magazine?
Oh yeah, the articles he does.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're very clever. He writes them very well.
See, like here, for instance, I pulled, you know, a sequence from Yankee Doodle Dandy, and it's just the turtle fixing a tire.
Yeah.
You see, there's a lot
But
of...
see how that reads? That tells a story.
It hits
Hits
him
a
like
tire and
in
he
the
comes
face.
up and bounces and hits him in the face. You flip those drawings and you almost animate.
That's right. See, hits him again on the head, and he.
You could photograph those for a limited animation picture.
Hits him on the
Yeah.
face again.
Yeah.
You know, it could be that we just use one little sequence. Just
Yeah.
you know, he puts his head inside, and he hits it, and it comes back up, and he peeks out because it didn't do anything
Yeah.
that time.
Well, we copped the gag.
And he looks, he
Looks
goes,
at
well, what's wrong with it?
And
How
hit him
come
again
it
now.
didn't-" Yeah, and hits him
And
again in the
hammer
face.
it. That's what you call
Yeah.
copying a gag. See?
See, this could be
See
used.
what you can milk out of just a turtle trying to put a tire on the rim.
And now, see, to get this, I went through a whole lot of stories.
I bet I could make 50 pictures of that one sequence, of what you can do with a tire.
I believe it. I believe it.
Just drawings, you know? And that was something I was always stressed on milking a situation. Instead of overwriting in a story, try to get as few situations as possible and milk them, get as much as you can. Hey, Robert, I was just telling Paul that there's a period in here where we've had so many different directors that it would help a lot. It would help both me and Joe a lot if we had the start and expiration of each director, so that when they find material in that year, they know who the director was. That's not difficult to find, is it? Because I'm a little mixed up between, it's been a close period there. We had Culhane, Lundy, Smith.
I think I gave him all those dates, but I'll
Jim?
do them again.
Oh, did you give it to Joe?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, what?
We were
I
going
mean,
one
oh
day.
yeah, you went with Joe, but I haven't gotten the list. I should get that from Joe.
From Joe, then.
Well, then I found it's not hard to find just at ready, so we got the cards in here when they started.
Well, Joe has all to do is make a copy of Joe's.
Yeah.
Give it to Joe.
Joe, with what the information Joe has, if I wanted to know who worked on, you know,
I don't know how he took the information down, or if he's even got it typed up or anything. He was just scribbling it down.
well, as we find illustrations, I guess we could look them up.
See, a lot of these drawings are dated, especially model sheets are dated. And we know the date, we know exactly who the director was.
Well, it wouldn't take any time at all to
No.
do that.
Okay, that's simple.
Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow.
That's simple, Paul.
Like this doesn't have a date.
Well, I think that would be Gillette.
Bert Gillette.
No, that's not a lake poem, is it? No,
This is the cuckoo bird.
That's a cuckoo bird. What's the date? No date on that one, though.
But you see, the cuckoo bird was featured in all kinds of different
Oh,
cartoons
yeah.
in different times.
Yeah.
We got Rice here. Did Fred Rice? Fred Rice sure didn't.
Fred Rice worked here, too.
Yeah, well, would he have done?
Are you sure? He could have done model
Okay.
sheets. Is his name on here?
Yeah.
Yeah, Fred Rice did these.
Oh, is that what that is?
Sure. There's another one I've
Okay.
forgotten completely.
Well, Joe and I really like this one. We know it's not really, you know, any big character or anything, but it is. There's
It
so many.
shows.
It shows, you know, what nice character.
Here's an example of how you do a gag. See, look at an Indian crawling over rocks, and his body takes the form of the rocks. So it comes up behind rocks, comes up behind the grass.
Do you know who might have worked on this?
See.
Looks to me it's the Hardaway era with this is Sonia Haney's.
Sure, great drawings, huh?
Yeah, I know. No caricatures. Herbert, you know Jim Herbert? Remember him? Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's Jim Herbert, imagine it? See his doing doing? That's Sonia
Yeah,
Haney.
but you don't mean Hugh Herbert. You mean the other guy.
Sure, what was it?
not Hugh Herbert. It's Ed Wynn.
No, not Edwin. No.
No?
Hugh Herbert. Yeah.
Oh,
Warner
okay.
Brothers comedian star. And this is Sonia Hanning. Let's see, what is this from?
I guess I'm just not old. I'm not old enough.
This is from Slap Happy Valley. Yeah, picture. That was the title of the picture.
And do you know who might have worked on that offhand?
Oh gosh, no, you're taking me back 40 years. My memory's pretty good, but not that good.
Same thing with Melancholy King. You wouldn't know who might have worked on this storyboard.
No.
In some cases, Joe's looking for examples of certain people's art, and that's why, you know,
It's supposed to be Clark Gable.
that's who that
He's
is.
using his ears as sails.
That's funny. All right, I have just a few more questions here, Walter. This was a one-time shot? It's an original model?
Oh
sheet?
yeah, you know, man, this was Patterson. Ray Patterson, his brother.
Don
Patterson.
Don Patterson.
Yeah. This is called Flea for Two.
And it was a one-time cartoon that really
One-time shot.
went over pretty well.
Yeah, very well. Yeah.
How come it was never redone again? Do you know who?
Oh, these were one-shot specials we made. You can't make a series of those things. Human characters never lended themselves to commercial items, and that's the reason we do animals more than anything else.
This is Gabby Gator,
Gabby Gator.
1960.
1960. I would say that this was made by Jack Hanna.
That's a Jack Hanna.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good to know. Here I have a wolves with pig, a pig with wolves.
This definitely is Alex Lovey.
That's an Alex Lovey.
No, this one you got me. You got to go to 65. See who the director. Whoever the director was in layout, that's made this.
All right.
It's Disney's dog.
Now, I have a lot of fan mail here, but you know we'll go through that. I'll pick out
Alright.
something that I think is interesting. I have an extra long background up here that I wanted to move out. Well, this is the Puganti you saw that I pulled.
Stop calling him Puganti. These guys are like
Pugani.
spell it wrong.
Pugani.
Pugani. G-A-N-Y.
All right. I suppose some of these can be retraced if we wanted to use some of them, right?
Oh, yeah.
The actual size.
Yeah. These are rather musical.
Now,
Yeah.
these comic strips, were they done by the studio or are they sent to you by Woodpecker?
Oh, we had an artist here that drew these comic strips.
Might be nice to show them in
Yeah.
an unfinished stage.
Yeah. No, these are comic strips that drawn.
I have a 6-part Oswald here that was drawn. And there's no artist signed to them. It'd be nice to know who did them.
These were used in comic books, you know?
But they were done by one of your artists, you said.
Yeah.
no? Like this could have been done here at the studio.
Looks to me like a Vern Harding made these.
How about these Woodies?
Yeah, they look like Woodies. Oh, now the Woodies we had, he was an artist that didn't work in animation at all. We had the comic strip ran for quite a long time. And then we discontinued it. The reason I'm not doing comic strips, that they usually, yes. Right here.
Paul Maher's Children's Television Archive.